Well, I was looking for RFinder, so tell me about RFinder.
Oh, sure. So RFinder originally was the worldwide repeater directory, and we started about 14 years ago. We were the first app for repeater directory, and we're the official repeater directory of 18 countries, 18 radio societies around the world, about to be 19. And about 6 years ago, I was trying to fix the problem of code plugs and making it easier to make code plugs. And we found that it was very, very difficult because every code plug was different.
Right.
So I was still trying to figure out the problem, and what I did was I figured out that if we create an Android radio and wrap a radio around the directory, that you would never have to program it. So we've created the only FM DMR radio that does not ever need to be programmed, but it's based on an Android cell phone platform. So it'll do anything that a cell phone can. So you can run all your favorite ham radio apps on at the same time, including DroidStar, which gets you onto Yaesu System Fusion and D-Star. So all in one radio, you can get onto really any of the radio networks from one device that's in your hand. The repeater directory includes repeaters all over the world, so it doesn't matter if you're in Hong Kong, it'll show you the repeaters in Hong Kong.
Right.
If you're in Barcelona, it'll show you the repeaters in Barcelona, or in Orlando, or Playa del Carmen, or wherever you are around the world.
Right.
So it works perfectly like that. But it's DMR, so many times people carry a hotspot, so they'll carry a hotspot and a battery, and keep the hotspot running, and then some way of getting onto the internet. So this has everything in it. So you can literally stick a SIM in it, and it can act as a Wi-Fi hotspot. It can get you onto 4G LTE, and built into the RFinder app is the functionality of a hotspot. So not to be able to take a signal in from another radio, but this radio will talk directly to the DMR, to Brandmeister or TGIF directly. And now we're about to release M17. So it's really a communication sub for amateur radio. It does a great job at that.
Yeah.
What you're looking at here, over here, is our new ASL rotator, and it's Bluetooth enabled. So we're putting a new function into the RFinder software on the radio that will know about all the repeaters, about the FM transponder satellites that are on 2 meters and 440, and literally you'll be able to pick one out of the list. The next one it'll show you by pass. What's the next pass? Pick a satellite. It'll automatically swing this antenna to the azimuth of the AOS, and as the satellite passes, it will move the antenna automatically straight from the radio. So right now, this array is just running a demo inside of a metal cage.
Right.
It's running a demo on Bluetooth, and this B1 is controlling this satellite array right now. So it's pretty cool, and we're going to be doing a lot more with it and adding more stuff, and we'll make it so that these devices will be able to track any satellite also, and if you want to use another radio but use the B1 to control, or really any Android to control the satellite array, you'll be able to do that also. So we have a lot of options for this, and this is just emerging. We should be ready for this by Dayton. We should have a limited run. We hope to have a dozen rotators ready by Dayton.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. And
so you use this is the B1?
This is a B1.
And it's Bluetooth connected?
B1, this B1, and this is just a demo program, but it's just sitting there and sending coordinates, azimuth elevation commands to the array and spinning it around, so as a demo. But
that's fancy. I like that.
Yep. So it'll fit in a bag. Just carry a light tripod with you and lock it on a tripod. And arrow antenna or an elk, and off you go. And it'll handle antennas up to about 10 pounds. So.
Yeah.
as long as they're balanced. You got to balance it on the boom.
Okay.
So,
So these are available right now?
these are available right now. We have them at the rfinder.net website, or not. Don't use rfinder.shop if you're in the States. rfinder.net. We have them at Gigaparts, of course, and we have them at HRO. Soon they'll be at Bridgecom. Will have them shortly. So will DX Engineering. So,
all right.
So it's we're becoming very mainstream. It's really fun.
What's
And it's really the only radio that's been fully developed by radio amateurs,
right?
And actually, brought to market commercially. So it's pretty cool. Like, and we're all hams. Like, everybody on the team are hams. My programmers are all hams, and we're just having a great time doing this.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty exciting. I heard about it a while back, and I didn't see much more about it. So I'm glad I came here.
Yep. Well, my mom's from Eastern Europe, and she says, you finally did something right. So it's mom approved. So
all right.
Don't slow down. And if you don't have the directory, pull out your iPhone and search for RFinder DER on your iPhone App Store and purchase it there. It's only $12.99 a year. It helps support our development and continued development, and
right.
We're always coming up with something new. But like, we're actually like real radio experimenters, real amateur, radio operators, creating real products for real amateur radio operators that are cool. Like, this radio never needs to be programmed anywhere on Earth. It doesn't need a hotspot.
Yeah.
It just is fully self-contained and really a lot of fun to use.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I use RFinder.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And with some other software that I use for my Anytone DMR.
Yep.
And it can be a real pain, but this will have it all programmed in there.
It's all programmed. It doesn't matter where you go on Earth. So, like, for instance, I don't know if you can. Somebody's got my radio. Who's got my radio? Well, anyway.
It walked off with it.
No, oh, here it is, right here. So, like, here we are. We're on DMR ROIP mode right now, but if I turn off DMR ROIP, and when I say about that, like, right now we're receiving from Talk Group 91, we're receiving directly from the DMR network, so you can see people are, like, changing on here. But if I turn off DMR ROIP, and we look at the worldwide repeater directory, here's the repeaters around us. So it knows our lat long, and it's showing our repeaters around us. So in distance order.
Right.
So it's just a matter of, like, picking the one you want and hitting program or send it to the radio, and it sets the radio to that. And you can choose your talk group and time slot on the fly.
Okay.
You have full control to the front panel of the radio, so you can actually, like, literally on the fly, change the frequency of the radio. It does 400 to 490 megahertz, 136 to 174. It is Type 90 certified, so it's full blown, open radio. You can do pretty much anything you want with it.
That's super. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you stopped me.
Yep, you bet.
Thanks, Bob.